guys, it's just Anna, and it's another tag video. This tag video is Would You Rather Book Edition. I wasn't tagged, but it looked like a lot of fun, and I decided, why not? So the first question is, would you rather read trilogies or standalones? I would rather read standalones because I'm really lazy, and when it comes to trilogies, I read the first one, and it obviously means I have to continue the series, and I don't know, I get lazy, and if I don't like the series, and there's like 3 other books, and I just don't want to read them, and I get really anxious, and I feel like my life isn't complete until I have the whole series done, and that's why I don't like starting trilogies. It's complicated, because like my favorite genre is contemporary, and there's not a lot of contemporary trilogies, so I like standalones. Would you rather read female or male authors? I don't really pay attention to that when I read. I don't care if it's male author or female author, but I guess I would rather read in a female author's point of view because I could relate. I think female authors know a lot how the woman's brain works, and if it's like a female main character, I can relate to her more than if a guy writes about a female. Would you rather shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon? Well, those are both things that are in the US, and I'm not in the US, but I have been shopped at both of those. I've shopped at Barnes & Noble and I have shopped on Amazon, and I really like both of them. I love bookshops, so if I go into a bookshop, I just have to buy a book. Even if it's like a bad book, I have to buy it. And the smell of books and just a lot of books around me is heaven. But since I am like in another country, I shop internationally, I always shop on Amazon for books. I also have to say Amazon because that's where I shop for books. I'm gonna go with Amazon. I'm gonna go with Amazon because I haven't shopped in Barnes & Noble in a long time, and Amazon is where I usually get my books. So, would you rather books become movies or TV shows? This is also really hard for me because I love when my favorite books become movies because it's awesome to see it on the screen and you just watch it over and over again whenever you want. I don't watch a lot of TV. But if it's a good TV show, then I'll watch the whole season in one night. But when it comes to books, if it's a standalone, if it's just one book, then yeah, sure, a movie. But if it's like a series, a really long series with a lot of detail in it, I wouldn't want to watch an 800-page book become an hour-and-a-half movie, if you understand me. I think a lot of things would be left out. So, for example, Outlander. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Outlander. It's the new rage in the booktube world. For Outlander, it's become a TV show, and I've really fell in love with it. I feel like with a TV show, you can see a lot more detail from the book be portrayed on the screen instead of a 2-hour movie. Like Outlander could not be a movie. It could not be a movie. So it depends on the book. Like for me, standalones are fine with movies. I don't care. But for like trilogies and series, I would love them as TV shows. I would just soak it all in. But there are TV shows that totally ruin the book, like Vampire Diaries. I don't watch Vampire Diaries and I haven't read the books, but a lot of people say that it's nothing like the books, so I wouldn't want my favorite books to be in a TV show and they change the whole thing. I wouldn't want that. Would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week? I'm going to say 5 books per week because I could not read 5 pages per day. I'd get stressed and anxious and want to read more. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author? I'm going to have to say professional author because I really like to write. I haven't written anything like complete yet, but I really enjoy creating things in my mind and creating a world and characters, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I don't know if I could cut it out as professional reviewer because I like reviewing books. I love expressing how I feel about them. I think it'd be a lot of pressure to have to review books, and what if you don't like the book, or what if you don't want to read it but you have to review it? I don't know, I think I'd fall out of love with reading if I'd have to review books like as a job. Would you rather read only your top favorite books over and over, or only read books you haven't read before? I'm gonna have to say read books I haven't read before because I think it would ruin my favorite books if I had to read them over and over again. Even if they're my favorite books, I think I'd get tired of them, and it actually ruined them for me in a way. I would hate not to be able to read about new stories and new characters and new character developments, and I think I'd read books I haven't read before. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? A bookseller, I love bookshops so much. Like, I go in them and it's heaven. Libraries, I like libraries, but I don't know, I just think I'd rather be a bookseller, and I want to own my own bookshop one day. That'd be heaven. Would you rather only read your favorite genre or read other genres but your favorite? I would rather read other genres but my favorite, because my favorite genre is contemporary, and I cannot read a book without romance in it, even if there's like a hint of romance. So I think other genres like fantasy, sci-fi, and dystopian, I think all of those have a hint of romance in them. So I'm okay by letting go completely of contemporaries. I can read other genres that have a hint of contemporary in them. So. And the last question, would you rather only read physical books or ebooks? I would rather read physical books. I read ebooks, but I think my eyes get tired by the screen so much. I don't know, I really like physical books and having a thing in my hand, just flipping through the pages physically. I love that. I love the smell of books. I love them on my bookshelf. I love having them, being able to enjoy them. I like ebooks for the night when I can't see the words because my light's turned off, but I would rather read physical books. That's it for this tag, the Would You Rather Book Edition tag. I'm going to tag one person. I'm going to tag Elizabeth from Elizabeth Books. I recently found her on BookTube. She's a really nice person and her videos are awesome, so you should go check her out. I'll leave her link down below. So I tag you, Elizabeth, and I'm going to tag everybody that watches this video. Anybody is able to do this tag, I tag all of you. If you do this tag, leave me a comment below so I can watch it and enjoy it and like it and comment on it. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!